Real Madrid's injury crisis reached such extreme levels that Carlo Ancelotti called it a total emergency, and he wasn't exaggerating. With Antonio Rudiger, Dani Carvajal, Eder Militao, and David Alaba all out, Madrid found themselves without a single senior defender for a crucial run of games, including a derby against Atletico Madrid and 2 clashes with Manchester City in the Champions League. Yet, against all odds, they not only survived, but thrived, staying in the La Liga title race and knocking City out of the prestigious European tournament. A key factor in their resilience? The unexpected rise of Raul Asencio, who stepped up when Madrid needed him most. In this video, we'll be taking a look at who Raul Asencio is, how good he is, and what the future holds for the young Spanish center-back. But before we dive in, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more footballer profiles. Who is Raul Asencio? Raul Asencio's journey to Real Madrid's first team isn't the typical fairy tale of a hometown kid destined for greatness. His path has been anything but straightforward, shaped by years of persistence and unexpected opportunities. Born in Las Palmas in the Canary Islands, Ascencio began his footballing journey with his local club before joining the youth ranks of Las Palmas in 2012. He spent 5 years developing there before Real Madrid came calling in 2017, bringing him into their academy at the age of 14. Madrid has a history of fast-tracking top talents through its youth system, and Ascencio was no exception. By 2022, at just 19 years old, he had earned a spot in Madrid's C team, still raw and physically developing as a center-back. But his steady progress saw him break into Real Madrid Castilla before the season was over, eventually becoming a regular under club legend Raul, who entrusted him with the captain's armband. Despite his leadership role at Castilla, Ascencio was never viewed as one of Madrid's next big stars. Unlike many of his academy peers, he didn't generate much hype, and reports even suggested the club was planning to release him at the end of the season. He wasn't seen as a future first-team player, until an injury crisis forced Carlo Ancelotti to look for reinforcements. With Madrid's defensive ranks decimated, Ancelotti called Ascencio up, initially as an extra body to fill out the squad. The 22-year-old was already training at the club's shared facilities with Castilla, making him an easy option to call up. But once he got his chance, he refused to let it slip away. Ascencio has now cemented himself as a key figure in Los Blancos' back line. Even as some of the club's senior defenders return to fitness, he has held on to his place in the team, starting 8 matches across all competitions in February. His impact has been so impressive that it's hard to believe he was once overlooked. From an afterthought to an essential piece of Ancelotti's squad, Asencio's rise is a testament to resilience and seizing the moment when it comes. How good is Raul Asencio? Raul Asencio has wasted no time proving that he belongs at the highest level. Over the past month, the 22-year-old has showcased both technical and physical qualities that make him a reliable presence in Real Madrid's defense. The Spaniard is composed on the ball, capable of playing out from the back with confidence, and strong enough to go toe-to-toe with even the most dominant attackers. What sets him apart, though, is his intelligence. He reads the game exceptionally well, often snuffing out danger before it fully develops. His numbers this season highlight just how effective he has been. In La Liga, Ascencio boasts an impressive 93% passing accuracy, demonstrating his ability to keep possession in Madrid's patient build-up play. He also completes 57.1% of his long passes, showing he can switch play or find Madrid's superstar attackers quickly when needed, as seen on his debut when he effortlessly pinged a 60-yard pass to Jude Bellingham. Defensively, he has won 68.7% of his overall duels and 68% of his aerial battles, proving he is more than capable of handling physical battles despite standing at 6 feet tall, modest for a center-back. While he isn't the tallest defender, Asencio's athleticism makes up for it. His leap allows him to compete in the air, and his mobility helps him recover quickly in defensive transitions. Madrid fans will love this one. A Spanish center-half who is composed on the ball, wins aerial duels at an impressive rate, and possesses great athleticism. It's hard not to see shades of a young Carlos Puyol. While Ascencio may not be truly outstanding in any single area, he's very good at everything, much like the Barcelona legend. Other comparisons also come to mind. Premier League fans might see a bit of Manuel Akanji in him, and the way he carries himself on the ball draws some similarities to John Stones. But with his blend of physicality, technical ability, and Spanish heritage, there's really only one standout reference point. Whether or not he reaches that level remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. Real Madrid have found another gem. Beyond the stats, the biggest compliment that can be given to Ascencio is how seamlessly he has slotted into the team. Despite being thrown into the starting lineup out of necessity, he looks completely at home alongside Antonio Rudiger. Their partnership is still in its early stages, but it already has the makings of something solid. Even when Aurelien Tchouameni has been deployed in defense, Ascencio has provided Real Madrid with balance and stability, giving the team a strong foundation while allowing the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Rodrigo the freedom to flourish higher up the pitch. Ancelotti himself has acknowledged the progress Ascencio has made. Early on, the youngster was sometimes too aggressive in his challenges, but he has learned to control that side of his game. "We worked on that, and he is doing very well," Ancelotti said. "Raul was a surprise to everyone, really. He is a surprise to me, too." Real Madrid entered this season's crucial run-in fighting for silverware on 3 fronts: La Liga, the Champions League, and the Copa del Rey. Out of an injury crisis, they may have unearthed another top-class defender who could play a key role in a potential treble-winning campaign. How can Raul Asencio improve? For young defenders breaking into top-level football, one of the biggest challenges is adapting to the speed and intensity of the game. Raul Asencio is no exception. While he has impressed with his performances for Real Madrid, particularly in high-profile matches, there are still areas where he needs to develop. His display against Liverpool was a standout moment, as he arguably performed better than any other Madrid defender on the night. Still, it wasn't without its struggles. On a few occasions, he was caught out on the counterattack, looking exposed when Liverpool's attackers turned up the tempo. In one-on-one situations, his body positioning let him down at times, making it easier for opponents to bypass him. These are natural growing pains for a young centre-back, but there are aspects of his game that will need refinement if he wants to solidify his place in the team for the foreseeable future. Ascencio is generally composed on the ball, but his passing can be a little inconsistent at times. While his distribution has looked sharper in recent games, there have been moments where he has been less assured. Against Leganés, for example, his passing accuracy stood at just 84%, a figure that, while not terrible, is below the standard expected at Real Madrid. Since then, he has made strides in this department, but there is still room to grow. Domestically, Ascencio may not face too many stern tests. In La Liga, only a handful of teams have the firepower to put serious pressure on Madrid's defense. The real challenges will come in European competition, where the tempo is faster and the opposition is more relentless. That's why the upcoming Champions League fixtures stand out as defining moments for Ascencio. It's easy to find sides that are known for their aggressive, high-intensity attacking play, and these teams will push him to his limits. What's next for Raul Asencio? So, what's next for the young centre-back? When a young player breaks through at a massive club like Real Madrid, it's only a matter of time before the national team comes knocking. That moment has already arrived for Raul Asencio. Spain manager Luis de la Fuente recently admitted he's keeping a close eye on the 22-year-old, hinting at a possible call-up. It's a huge compliment to Asencio's rapid rise, but it's also not surprising. De la Fuente has made it clear that he wants to inject young talent into La Roja's squad, and the upcoming UEFA Nations League matches seem like a perfect opportunity. Asencio's future at the club level is looking just as promising. Reports suggest that Real Madrid are preparing a new contract for him, likely featuring a significant release clause and a well-earned salary boost. It's a clear sign of how much his stock has risen in just a few months. Still, securing his place in the squad long-term won't be easy. Aurelien Tchouameni and David Alaba have both made a comeback from injury and have already taken back their spots in the first team. Ascencio will have to prove he's more than just a temporary solution. He needs to show he belongs in Madrid's defense for the long haul. Had Ascencio not stepped up so convincingly, Real Madrid almost certainly would have been shopping for a new centre-back this summer. They had already attempted to strengthen that position last year, only to lose out to Manchester United in the race for Lenny Yoro. Arsenal's William Saliba is also rumored to be a long-term target for the club, but with Asencio's emergence, those transfer plans might be reconsidered. For years, Barcelona's La Masia has been celebrated as Spain's premier talent factory, but Real Madrid's La Fábrica has been producing its fair share of quality players too. Ascencio is the latest success story from the club's youth system, a reminder that Madrid can develop young stars just as well as their biggest rivals. Now, it's up to him to build on this momentum and cement his place in both club and country. But what do you think? Should Raul Asencio keep his place in the starting lineup for the foreseeable future, or does he need more time to develop his skills? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more football content.